Welcome to Skysport Next, our new initiative supporting grassroots sport and rising talent across New Zealand. We're proud to be investing in Skysport Next to give over 50 sports a chance to be seen and to grow.
Kia ora and welcome here to another game here at the New Zealand Secondary Schools Nationals. We're coming to you live from the stadium at Rotorua International Stadium here in the beautiful Bay of Plenty region. And we've got a mixed raid viewing at the moment. So on our screen, lining up there, you see Hauraki Plains there in the grey-black there. Hauraki Plains versus South Otago High. So two teams from a small part of the regions in New Zealand. Hauraki Plains coming from the Hauraki area. But for those viewers who are not quite sure where that is, we're talking roughly around Thames. They're also near the beautiful spot of Miranda where lovely hot pools are. So welcome there, viewers from Hauraki Plains and South Otago High. If my geography is anything to go by, which is pretty poor, I think they're in the Balcluthe area. So from the deep, dark area of the South Island. Beautiful part of the country. I was down there just a couple of years ago. Wonderful to have South Otago High here. Players to watch out for. We've got captain number 13, Tia Valley. Been a presence over the last 3 days. Hauraki Plains got a couple of star players in there to watch out for. Number 10, Connor Walton. Number 30, Mania Church. And we've got a brother and sister combination in this team from Hauraki Plains. Number 15 and 17, Josh and Brooke Barker, sorry. And we have Hauraki Plains with the tap off as they start to make their way through the field. And the great needs no introduction. I'll leave that to himself with my co-commentator this afternoon.
Kia ora whānau, and we're back here at the Rotorua International Stadium with Hauraki on attack there. Just completed their set of 6 and in the right end of the paddock. South Otago driving out now. It's very important that in mixed touch you use your female players to carry a bit of the workload with the boys driving right through here. That's 4, so they'll set up for something here. Snap back. And he's going to use his gas on the outside. Yes. Oh, no try. No control there.
No control border ground, and that's a let off for Hauraki Plains, and they'll take that one as they start to make their way through the field to the subbing box area as they get a fresh pair of legs as they go on attack at the halfway line. Now,
the 5th and final here, he's set up for a bit of a scoop for himself, and he's snuck through there. Oh, yep, ball to ground. So we've had 2 scoops through from both sides here, and they've both got through, just unavailable to finish their touchdown. Here goes these 2 girls here on the far side here. Driving it through for the lads.
Yep, so if you're viewing this and a first-time viewer to the sport of touch, see the mixed touch at the start of a mixed game, we would see 3 males and 3 females from either side take the field. So very important is the combination of the game of touch, and equally, you've got skilled players, both as in our males and females. Here we go. Nice go forward by Hauraki Plains. So we've had scoop and play both ends. So let's see what Hauraki Plains come up with this time. It's a pick and go. He looks wide. Just not finding a combination there at this time.
Yeah, that's right. And they set up for a middle dump there, and they've looked long to try and hit that female out wide. And unfortunately, the pass didn't quite get to her, but if it had have, she probably would have scored there in the corner. They're back out at the link, and that's the third touch there. So these two boys will probably just ruck it straight up the guts here. Check back. Here we go. He's sitting up. Yeah, no, he's probably should have gone the other short side there, but with that option.
It's Blake Dodds, number 2, and Samuel Stratford, number 8, just forming a bit of a combination there, just not able to get across the try line on this one. And again, the use of their 6 touches, Hauraki Plains make their way over the halfway line as they start to set themselves up and see if they can have a good go and try and get across the score line.
Oh, yes, and we've got a touchdown there. The shutter there was probably a little bit late, and he's dove in there. It was on the Bunnings replay here. Yeah, and he's a very tall lad, and he's just got straight underneath the defender there.
A lot of enthusiasm in that touchdown. Great. And you see our officials that we have this afternoon, Logan Awiti, Cruz Overend, and Sarah Sutherland controlling the game this afternoon. Great part of the sport is that we've got a lot of referees at this tournament, so both experience and developing referees. So great opportunity for them to practice their art and to have a good go. Oh, unfortunately, border ground.
Yeah, and that's right. The referees, they're here. We've got a couple from Australia as well, I see. So, yeah, thank you to the counterparts for coming over to ref at our touch school there. But on the replay there, pass was catchable. And Hauraki just racking it up the middle here. Yeah, that's a great step back. It's a great step back.
Just making use of the numbers there. Here we go with the touch fit 360 replay. The step back, the defense collapse. He finds his support runner, and as easy as that, Hauraki Plains, number 10, Connor Wolfson, cruises across the line. Good combination there. Let's see if South Otago High have an answer and if they can put something on the scoreboard. We've got South Otago 0, Hauraki 2.
Yeah, and as we see there, South Otago, they put a guy on a girl there, trying to get that mismatch. And, oh, that was brilliant. Brilliant chopper line there from our female, as we see on the replay. Yeah, she's got an, and the smile on her face says it all.
Good reply from South Otago. So that brings the score to 1, Hauraki Plains 2. And again, Hauraki Plains just getting themselves set up in the middle of the field. Let's see what they can come up this time. Looks long.
Wow.
Got the distance, finds the winger, just a young girl unable to pull that pass in. Just nice extra yards on there. Just finding an extra player there.
It's gone sideways there, so yeah, we've got to try and get that go forward. That was good go forward drive there.
A lot better by Mays there, Callum Mays.
Fifth touch. Oh. Yeah. And we've got a touchdown there. So that defender there was offside. So they played the advantage and have gone through to the short side there. And as we can see on the replay there, we'll catch the later stage of it. But yeah, dot down there for our winger out wide. And that is...
it's number 3, Maddie Deacon with the touchdown. Levelling the score, South Otago 2, Hauraki Plains 2. It's a free-flowing touch game so far. Okay, great to see that the ball has been distributed across both males and female players here, so girls are getting involved, which is wonderful. They bring a whole new dynamic and a wonderful set of skills, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure, and they're pretty important in these mixed games, our females, because they really carry our guys. Or as we see a mistake there on the 5. Oh, and she's just pulled them up there for not square roll ball. We see that in the earlier games this morning.
Just a nice little short pass interchange going on there by the Hauraki Plains player. Again.
Squaring up at the rack.
Just some of the little basics. Sure it'll be something that their coaches will be communicating here, as we've got coaches for South Otago, Coach Alan Thompson and Blake Ensor, with their manager Joe Jory.
It's been a great set here. They're on the 5th. Can they finish here? Yes, he's set up on the woman there and just got sliced through there on that nice chopper line, as we can see here on the touch replay. Scoop there, and yep, probably a little bit too late on that shut defence there from the link.
Just a straight pick up, draw the defender and the support runner just running that chop line, running that nice channel. And that's what we're wanting. So if you're the person with the ball and you are coming from dummy half, you're looking for your runners just to run those right holes.
Hauraki using the lady there, the link lady there for the short play. So that was very well set up. They're using their girls really well. And here we go. These two young girls out here on the left-hand side of on the field, carrying the pill down the sideline to set up for the next set of legs to get on. Straight yards through the middle here. That's 4, so they'll set up for something here, these boys. You should have numbers. Oh, yes, touchdown. So it was a great racking set. They set up well and have scored out wide there.
There we go, and the one foundation replay, straight ball in hand, looks wide, sees the space where he can go low. That's number 12, Callum Mays for South Otago. And that takes the score, South Otago 4, Hauraki 2. It's a good comeback by South Otago. Let's see Hauraki play that middle channel, her right in the middle of the field. Tend to play a bit of more static game, so it's more of a setup. Here we go. Again, they look to go wide. Can be very difficult for a winger, especially if you're not getting a lot of touches of the ball. And suddenly when you're on attack and then you get a long ball pass and your hands can, if you're not used to or touching the ball enough, you've really got to tune yourself in and be prepared, especially when you're down that part of the field. But here we go, South Otago, as they start to make their way through the field. Number 1, Ben Smart for South Otago picks and tries to use his speed to go through the spaces. But Hauraki Plains track him down.
Some good yards here from Hauraki getting their fresh legs on. Just got to keep that momentum going. Driving forward. It's the 4th touch, so they'll be setting up here for a scoop play. Middle. The wide pass. Yep, no. Fortunately, it's not finding the mark today.
It's good defence by the South Otago winger too, coming into that, and from leaving her wing, coming into the link position to shut that one down. So, well done.
Get some great yards there. Driving forward. That's the 4th touch, so they'll set up here for another middle scoop. What have we got? Yep, he's run the short side again. Oh, beautiful play. That was a beautiful play.
Yep, you definitely caught it on that one. Set themselves up. Here we are. Uffy replay. Ball in hand from a middle play. Just pick the ball, find the space, run the holes, and everyone does their job on the outside. As simple as that. Touch is a pretty simple game.
Yeah, if we make it complicated, it's going to be complicated. But yeah, this South Otago team making it look easy. What can Hauraki do here? Oh yes, I think he's going to get that. That was a well set up play there. And the referees awarded the try.
And here we go in the Touch New Zealand replay. Off a 3-3 with the middle going round. That's number 12 for Hauraki Plains, Anthony Mahika, going low and with the touchdown. And I think one of the advantages for Hauraki Plains is when they get a roll on. And I think, they've probably been guilty of too much static play when they're down on the line.
Yeah, correct. If you've got them on the back foot, it sets up a lot easier play for our middles, and and they seem to be finishing now. So they've started a little bit late in this half with only 15 seconds left on the clock. So hopefully in the second half they come out firing. We might get a touch and pass there. That's the call by the referee. When he starts his hands at the top with 2 hands and comes down across his body, that's a forward pass. Oh, a touch and pass, sorry. So this is the last play with Hooter in the background. Yep, now let's just kill it there.
And that's a good half by South Otago, coming away after the first 15 minutes with 5 and Hauraki Plains 3. As the players make their way to the subbing boxes, and they get the next set of instructions from their coaching staff. You will see on the screen now, you'll see the referees come together, and then there's also an opportunity for the referees as they come together to start to give themselves some feedback and just highlight some of the areas that maybe they need to work a bit more closer together. But overall, both on the officiating and the playing of the game, we've seen some pretty good touch and some pretty good touchdowns.
Yeah, we have, and like you said, the referees have come out, so they'll have a senior referee out there coming up with some points and how we can work a little bit better. But no, apart from that, I think they're going really well, because obviously we've got touch players that are on show, but also we've got our referees that are on show as well to increase their badge levels and stuff like that. So no, they're doing a great job. But in the huddles here, in the Hauraki Plains huddle, what do you think the coaches and staff will be saying to their players?
I think we've got a young coach there, Kira Pinell, and probably just a big shout out to all the schools here. We've neither got volunteer coaches or teachers who are almost on their school holidays as well with the kids here, dedicating some time along with their students to be a part of the secondary school nationals. And for Hauraki Plains, it's probably just about getting there more of a flow on, go forward. I wouldn't complicate the game for them. They've got a nice step back, long ball play. It just hasn't come off or going low. But I think momentum will be the key for them. For South Otago, if I was a coach, I'd be saying do more of what you're doing. Just keep it up, keep the defensive pressure on. I also like is that they are just a bit of a change. We saw it didn't come off in the last instance, but sometimes you just run a play off, not from actually a dump. Just run it live and just have a go. And they've done that a few times. So,
Yep.
but definitely, I think the strength for South Otago is the use of their girls. And, you know, we've seen number 13, Tia Valley. She's been very prominent throughout the field. Her movement on the ball, her vision to be able to see the additional yards and players outside. So, yeah, she's certainly stamping her mark throughout the field, throughout the play here. So,
Yeah, she definitely is, and that's why she's wearing that captain's armband. She's leading by example, so yeah, hopefully we're in for an exciting second half here. Look at the intensity level straight off that first tap. That's their second touch, and they're about 15 out from the 5. Great awareness there by the touches and touchies. So here they are for that 32 play again. He steps back on the inside. Oh, and unfortunately that defender slipped over, and he's just taken full advantage of that try.
here we go, the Skysport replay. Smart with the dump, steps back. He finds the space in there. He sees the Hauraki Plains defender probably cornering a bit too wide, but I think he also slipped over. So well done, well set up.
And there was number 1, Ben Smart, and he got up with a smile on his face for the camera.
It's always good to have a smile on your face when you're on TV.
Okay, Hauraki up there on the second touch. The old tails, the old follow. I know here in the Bay we call it the tails. And yeah, that was a great little interchange of play between the two middle boys there. As you can see on the replay, scooped out, stepped back in, and yeah, easy touchdown there in the middle.
If you just watch, if you going back to watch that, if you just watch the little body movement of the player who dumped the ball, just stepped aside, just gave a little shimmy, which pushed the defender out, and then it just followed in. Well done, well set up. And here we go, Owens with the ball.
Otago a little bit guilty there on that play, with the cramming of the space on this right-hand side here. Oh, it was a nice chop line. Probably should have hit the winger out wide.
It's a nice chop line there by number 5, Jonty Sop. Was able to pull in the winger on that one, which left their outside winger free. But again, here we go. This is probably the bit where Hauraki Plains just need to keep the momentum going forward. Less of those little passes and more of just go forward so they don't get themselves in that position.
Yeah, for sure. And they set up quite far out for that scoop there. But what we're trying to say here is we need to get them down to the 5 to get that attacking options. Probably 20 out is a little bit hard to attack from. You'd agree?
Yeah, very much so. I think those days, unless you've got the speed to burn, but otherwise, the important part of the game is to go forward, and they are now in their good position.
And they've awarded that touchdown there, and that was through the go forward.
Yep, prime example of going forward here on the Uffy replay. They start to set themselves up for that last one. The defence is still rolling back, so they're unable to set themselves and just catching them off guard. Now, Hauraki Plains, they also, when they do that well. And I think that would be a big area that I, as a coach, would just say, let's just go forward. Let's get ourselves to the 5-metre line. So, very capable. This school has the skill sets to actually pull this game back. But at the moment, it is South Otago 7, Hauraki Plains 4. Ball gone long through the legs, unfortunately.
It's a nice little setup there. Again, they've gone back to those 33 plays. And look at the yards here from these females down this right-hand side. really putting the South Otago mixed side on the front foot. That's the fourth. They'll set up here for another play. Ooh. It was a good set.
That was a good set. If you just sort of go back a little bit earlier in that set, young Tia Valley, just seeing that the defender, the Hauraki Plains defender, actually had turned his back. So what she did was actually run at the defender because he had turned his back. He wasn't watching, so they got her a few extra yards. Very smart play.
Yeah, and that's just been aware of what's in front of you. So yeah, she's done really well there. Oh, so this is nothing. This has come from nothing. Oh, he got through there. It actually come from nothing there, but we've got a penalty, holding play. Referee signalled a holding play down there. So Hauraki here in a prime position. What will they do with it? Tried to get a dot down there straight off the first touch. Maybe set up something here. Pull them out a little bit. Going back to that middle. Yes, with the wide ball. Oh, unfortunately, it's a forward pass. It's caught a forward pass early from the sideline official here.
I think we called that earlier. You know, that's one of the weapons they have. This school is that they do have that long ball. They just need to just make sure the execution just comes off because they've had that opportunity a few times. It's just gone ball to ground. And here we go, South Otago up to the 10-metre line. Oh, unfortunate.
There's a lot of alls up in here in the commentary box, as you would have heard.
Unfortunate there from Paris skipper. Just unable to pull that one in. She was in the right spot though.
The winger on the far side for Hauraki is only just subbed off. That's the first sub off for the whole game, and she got caught in two minds out there of what to do. But she really gave it her 100% effort to try and stop that try, and she did a very good job there.
So here we go. Just a bit of communication. What are we going to do? Let's see what they've got. So again, looking for that sort of that tails play, and if they do it too static, then it allows the defence to set themselves up and prepare to defend that. Great yards going forward there.
Everyone sort of knows their role out there, and it's really important that you know your role. Oh, and he's got gas to burn. He's gone down that left-hand side and just burned everybody off. And he's just phoned a friend.
Phoned a friend who's phoned home. Unfortunately, I think he had no credit. But here we go. Long ball out to Jonty. Jonty Soap.
Yeah, very quick feeder. Only to be that age again, mate.
Only. We wouldn't have been doing that because we didn't have a cell phone in those days.
No. Yeah, but hopefully someone's answered, and he might be able to answer the next call here on defence because he's still out there. No. Oh, what have we got? We've got a try. The referee has awarded that try. So there's that play again, mate. Yep. We talked about the wide ball, what they've got, and this time it's come backwards out of the hand and fed our winger out wide, and she's dotted down an easy try.
And for them, I think, if I was the coach, that's where I'd be going. You've got there both. They've got South Otago got very active links and wingers who then come and shut really early. And because of that, then it leaves your winger free. So it's not about actually throwing hard passes out there. It's just about making sure we get good catchable passes.
Yeah, that's correct. And that's the accuracy that you're talking about through the whole game. Here's that wide ball out wide. And that was a try? Yes.
It's a try.
Yes. That's a try.
It's from a young Paris skipper. Here we go on the replay. Beautiful. Had her hands here, pulled it right into his stomach there. So just noticed there where she got up and turned around and ran back. Just a little. Here's a little piece of advice. The referees probably may have said something to her, but this person who scores the try needs to return the ball back. So.
And that's just a sportsmanship thing. So that's been around since I can remember.
Yeah.
So throw the ball back, and that just shows you a bit of respect out there. So well done.
And probably just for Paris, she's probably just new to the game, so it's not only are these players involved in, but it's all good learning for them. So fantastic.
Like we spoke about earlier today, most of these kids play all different codes. We were just talking about Paris there, and she plays netball, volleyball, and basketball at a rep level by the look of it. She's we've got different sports throughout. So this is awesome to see them out here playing the game that we love in touch. So well done.
So she plays basketball, mate. That's great. I'm already a fan of hers now. Just the opportunities for, just if I divert for 10 seconds, just the opportunities that are happening in basketball for young kids is fantastic. Here we go. As I say that, someone streaks down the middle, just like that. Hauraki Plains, we've got an answer. 4 minutes to go. There's still enough time. And on the replay, it's a pick, just spotting the gap, gives it back on the inside. I think the defender was thinking he was going to go down and just initiate the touch. Not to be on this. Connor Walton. Great play there. South Otago 9, Hauraki Plains 6. Starting to get exciting here. With 3 minutes 30 to go. Look to go long again. This time the wing is up to the task and it's a handover. So now they need to make their way through the field a lot quicker. Get their fresh legs on. Get themselves into a position where they're going to get a good strike play.
Young man at dummy half down there on the 5. He started his motorbike up to try and get that wide ball out there.
Here we go. Some directions going on here. Looks to go wide. Oh, unfortunately, made their way through the gap. Just wasn't able to connect with a support player.
Yeah, I thought the ref was a little bit early on the whistle there. Could have been a potential touchdown, but it wasn't to be in the end. Here's this young man again with the speed on the outside, trying to get a mismatch out there.
Yep, when you've got someone like that, I think from a coach perspective, you're going to say to your players, make sure you're on the outside. And just like that, able to find the young Paris skipper again, and that's his second touchdown. It takes, and here we are on the One Foundation replay. Beautiful hands. The winger comes in, just like that. That's probably a pass that Paris is probably more used to, more of a lob pass, a netball, basketball. So she is able to pull that one in just like that.
Yep, it's correct, mate. And like we've said, these girls are playing really well, but young man out there with the wheels, I'd set up for him for a scoop. Just to watch his speed.
Yeah, yep, exactly. Again, there the wingers free both sides. It's just can they get that long ball out there?
Yes, he's found the mark, and he's thrown it wide, and he's got the little winger out there.
And that's number 4, Lara Forsyth, on the One Foundation replay. Long ball out wide, and able to grasp that one in. and keep control of it, which is a main thing here. Once you have that control, great play. It's try for try here with the last 46 seconds here with South Otago being able just to pull this one in. Gain a setup.
Still going to the last minute here. South Otago, so they want to finish here on a high.
It's been their speed through the field is probably what's really made speed through the field. I think they're just some of their girls have just showed great skill sets and just been a difference overall from player to player. Taking nothing away from Hauraki Plains, who have been fantastic here.
And there it is, Ben Smart set up at the 33 link play again, and he's found the link chopper here on the Skysport replay. As you can see, great chopper line there, great touchdown by Kellen Mays. And South Otago are very happy with that final result there.
Big ups to Hauraki Plains. So one thing that they didn't do was just to sort of give up. They stayed in the grind, and to score 7 touchdowns is no mean feat here. So well done to South Otago High 11, Hauraki Plains 7.